What's up, YouTube land? Welcome to the series titled The Wide World of Real Estate. In this series, you're going to learn all things that have to do with the real estate world outside of flipping a home, which is a whole separate series. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out on the channel. This series is dedicated to everything that has to do with real estate in the professional and investment worlds, anywhere from how to become a real estate agent and licensed, all the way into how to use a self-directed IRA to invest in real estate itself, and everything in between, including contract law and all the questions that have arisen before I started this series. So, without further ado, let's get into the next video in the wide world of real estate. Cue that intro and the music. Here we go.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, all right.
Free my soul, just let it go. I wanna roam on my own, just let it go. Free my soul, just let it go. I cause a storm when I'm at home, just let it go.
Sipping in the sea, I don't know what this means. Spilling liquor all over my jeans. Who would've known I'd be battling a fiend? Is this my fate in this hip-hop scene? High like a kite, but I'm down on my knees. Battling enemies of my nightmare dreams. Open my eyes to stare at screens. Hope in my lies, I believe by machines. Know when my crowds are playback scenes. No one feeling that pain that precedes. Killing or murder don't make me better. Teenage mutant, I'm more like Shredder. Cheese in my pocket,
Well, here we are. The first video in the series in the wide world of real estate, how to become a real estate agent. This is going to be, hopefully, as best a breakdown as possible for everyone looking to get into the world and become a licensed agent in whatever state you are in. This is going to be more specific to Colorado because, hey, that's where I live. But the system is in place across the country. If you follow along in this video, you will figure out exactly what you will need depending on the state that you're in, because every requirement state to state is different, all right? So I got a breakdown of steps that'll help you get started on your path to freedom in the real estate world, okay? Getting your license. It's a big deal. I'm a big proponent of it, and you've heard me in other videos talk about it and the reasons why. So if you haven't watched those videos, hey, go back and check those out. All right, step one, research your state's requirements. Okay, so you guys can see right here, since I said I'm in Colorado, you have to complete 168 hours of approved pre-licensing education, all right? Every state is different. Some states only require 30 hours. Some states require 80. You will know how many hours you need to take if you follow along with the rest of this video and jump on to where I'm going to show you in a minute. So stay tuned. You're going to see. So we have a lot of hours here in Colorado. It's one of the highest in the country. Lucky me, but like I said earlier, I've had my license for a couple minutes, so I don't have to worry about that. To start, you have to complete the 168 hours of the pre-licensing courses. Now, if you're an attorney and you're watching this, if you've passed your boards, you're actually an attorney, you've got a degree from a university, and you have former licenses or those current licenses in other jurisdictions seeking licensure in Colorado, meaning if you're coming from another state to Colorado, there are regulations that actually will let you qualify, okay, on the DORA website, the Department of Regulatory Agencies, that will detail how you can transfer your license or how you can add a real estate license if you're a licensed attorney. It'll give you all that information right there on the DORA website, Division of Real Estate, okay? So just check that out. For the rest of us, we got to go through school, just like we've always done throughout our entire lives, okay? So you got to go through 168 hours of pre-licensing through real estate school, and that can be online or in person or a hybrid of both. This video is being recorded at the very end of 2020. I just threw up on the microphone and saying that because everyone hates this year and we're moving on. That being said, you can still take online courses if you are the person that's disciplined enough to basically teach yourself how to learn without being in a classroom. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you need the instruction of teachers and the environment of a classroom, then you can either kind of wait till things open up. I know some schools are open in person now for this kind of stuff especially, but if you want to do it online, you can, and I will show you, okay? All right, so you have to take a pre-licensing course. That is step 2, which you just talked about. So right down here, where do I go for real estate school? Well, this is my recommendation. Just to be certain that you guys understand this, I am not being paid by McKissick or Real Estate Express for this video. I just recommend them as the 2 peas in a pod to get it done the best and most efficient way, especially if you're doing it online, okay? So I think you've probably, hopefully seen another one of these videos. I showed you how to navigate this website. We're going to do it again real quick. So you go to McKissick.com or realestateexpress.com, all right? Go down here and you hit real estate, which we're already in, okay? And then you go to select your state. Let's just go to sunny Colorado. Education, get your license, okay? Hit find courses. All right, scroll down, find courses. They've kind of added to this website. All right, so here are the exact programs they offer, all right? I always tell you, go to the basic package. It's $209 for the 168-hour course. Oops, okay? State approved instructors, because they have to be. You do have online support. You do have instructors you can email and talk to. You do get ebooks, and you're going to need all that stuff, okay? Like I said, if you're a self-disciplined starter and you have a little bit of real estate experience, even if you've just watched some of my videos, okay, that will dictate that you have some experience, trust me. You can take the basics package and not worry about it. For the rest of you, okay, you can move through some of these programs, these packages, and you can see a little bit of extra of what they've got, okay? All the stuff is in here. You got extra exam simulations, so you take extra exams, practice exams, stuff like that. There's a money-back guarantee on this one if you don't pass it, I believe, the first time. I'm not sure. You have to go ahead and take a look. And this is going to be kind of moving up the chain. You're going to get more, basically, one-on-one instructor connection, for lack of a better word. All right? So that's what you want to look at as far as packages. Again, I think most of you can go ahead and do this one. You're going to be fine. It does take a while in Colorado. It's 168 hours. Again, if you don't feel like doing this online, then don't do it online. Go to a school, okay? But I do recommend McKissick and Real Estate Express. All right, so that's the first thing. Now you're in school. You're doing your thing. You go all the way to the end. You've taken all of your different curriculum exams, and now you are ready to pass the final course exam once you finish all of your 168 hours, okay? At the end of each course, you take a pass, or you hopefully will pass, you take an exam, all right? Anywhere from 20 to 50 questions, depends on, how they break it down, but you have to have this exam and pass with a 75% in order to be eligible to take the license exam for your state, okay? You have to have a passing grade on the final exam. So say this again. For the pre-licensing school that you're in, before you can go take the state exam, okay? And that state exam is going to have 2 things. So you've done that, you've done that. You're now going to move in to take the licensing exam, which is the state portion, okay? That's where you go sign up at a state-mandated testing center, and you show them that you've done all this stuff ahead of time, you've got your certificate, and you're ready to take the test, okay? So you have to pass the test, obviously. And here in Colorado, this exam consists of 80 questions of the national portion, okay? So you have 120 minutes to take an 80-question test. That's the national section, which is across the country for everybody, same content, okay? Then you have to take a state portion, which is why every state has different licensure, because we all have different real estate laws, state to state. I'm not going to get into politics right now. That's what it is. So the 74-question state portion is for Colorado specifically. Every state, again, is going to have a different number and different questions for their test, okay? We have 110 minutes to finish the 74-question test, okay? Here's some information here I'm going to post in the description below as well. If you need more of that, is in order to take the state test, that's what you got to do. All right. We talked about where to go to real estate school. So now you've passed your state exam. Congratulations. What's next? All right, here's what's next. Okay? You're going to consider becoming a realtor, which is different than being a real estate agent that's licensed, okay? And I'll tell you how that works in a second, all right? So before any of that happens, you have to go through all the different government protocols in order to submit and get your actual license, okay, through the Department of Regulatory Agencies. So complete a background check. Now, part of being able to go and get into these classes, pass the exam and pass the state portion, you have to be 18 years old and you have to be able to pass a background check, which means certain criminal activity is going to be pulled up if you have any, and they may or may not give you your license based on that, okay? So you're submitting fingerprints to your State Bureau of Investigation, and then they go ahead and they'll pull all the state stuff and federal crime history if you have any. Hopefully you don't, and you can move forward. Next step, you need to get errors and omissions insurance. Every single licensed agent has to have errors and omissions and errors. Oof, it's a tough one. And omissions insurance. Okay, you have to have that policy in place before you can activate your license, and then you have to renew the E&O insurance every single year. And I can't tell you how many people forget to do that or do it late, and you can be subjected to an audit from the state board and possible seizure of your license, if not, at the very minimum, a temporary hold on it until you get that taken into account and taken care of, and you will have to pay fines, so keep that in mind. Just keep that stuff up, okay? That's the first 3 sections you have to do, okay? You've gotten through all that. You've gotten through all of this stuff here, and now they've issued your license. All right, what's next? Okay. Next step is to consider becoming a realtor, okay? And everyone uses this term pretty loosely, but just because you have a real estate license doesn't mean you're a realtor. In fact, you are not a realtor until you sign up through the National Association of Realtors, NAR, and pay your dues every year to get realtor status. What's the purpose of becoming a realtor? Well, there are some good things and bad things. You get benefits for sure in all different categories and industries, including like health insurance, car insurance, stuff like that. There's lots of benefits as far as that goes. But as far as what you may hear or not hear about being upheld to a higher standard or code of ethics, not true. If you are licensed, you are upheld to the same code of ethics that non-realtors and realtors alike are held to, okay? And like I said, there's benefits. You can get on here at the National Association of Realtors, and you can look at all the benefits and things that they offer. If you want to become a member, you go in here to membership, hit become a member. It'll pull it up. And now, here's the thing. You actually don't sign up to the National Association of Realtors. You have to go find a local realtor association board, and you sign up with them. It could be a city board, a county board. It doesn't matter. Whatever one that's probably local to you is going to be the best. That local realtor association will then have you pay your dues every year, and then you will take a code of ethics class, most likely. And after you do all that, you will be deemed a realtor, and then that local association, with the fees that you pay, will pay for your National Association of Realtor. You'll get a little pin, the whole cool thing. Okay, so that's how you do it. You can go in here, click on benefits programs, and show you all the different things you can do that you get, yada yada. You're paying for that stuff. Dues per year are, around here like $300 to $500 a year, sometimes $600, depends on, where you've signed up. Just, do some research, figure it out in your local area. But that is basically the little, piece that I wanted to add in there as far as realtor and the loose term that is used there. Just keep that in mind, okay? You're not a realtor if you get licensed. You have to actually sign up and become a member of the National Association of Realtors. So that's how you do that. All right. So let's say you did. So now you've got to go sign up with a real estate brokerage, okay? You have to become part of a brokerage. You cannot start off directly on your own as a new licensee and start your own company. You have to have a 2-year minimum experience under a employing broker in order to move off on your own. So your first 2 years, you're watched like a hawk, hopefully, by your employing broker and your team. Okay, so you basically want to go out and you want to find a brokerage that you think you can fit in with, that you like. They've got good mentor programs, stuff like that. There's Keller Williams. If I can type today. There's Remax. You guys have heard all the big ones. There's lots of local ones too. I like the mom and pop shops more so for first-time licensees in the first 2 years. It's the best. You don't have to leave the brokerage after 2 years, by the way. You can stay with them, build a team, work with a team. It's just like going and getting a job with any other company, except you're paid on commission. So, some of them do actually give you salary. It just really depends. But there's lots of options these days as far as that goes, but you do have to find a brokerage to go hang your license with. So keep that in mind. You need to go find a real estate brokerage, and you need to work for them for 2 years. They're going to take I want to say significant portion of your commissions. It really depends on what their agreement is. The more you can keep, the better. You just want to make sure that you've got enough tutelage and training when you're there to feel confident after those 2 years to move off on your own if you want to, or to move up the chain and need less mentorship and supervision, shall we say. Okay, so that is the breakdown of how to become a real estate agent. Fairly short and sweet, I hope, and hopefully that makes a lot of sense. If you guys got questions, comments, leave them below in the comment section, please. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram as well, at Shane Bailey Builder. Make sure you guys like the video. It really helps me out. And again, like I said, there are much more in the line of videos to come in this series of the worldwide world of real estate. I think I said that right. I think I butchered it, actually. You guys got it. Stay with the series. All things real estate in here. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, please. It also helps me. I'm here for you guys. Hit me up, DM me on Instagram, whatever. And until the next one, make sure you keep watching, and thanks.
Yo. Step to my click and get overrun. The weight on my shoulder feels like a ton. This is all I want, fuck a one-on-one. This termination, no vacation. Vibration, create a creation. That has nothing to do with religion. It's all part of an intricate system. Run by the guys in the black ties. Do what you told, just